Yes, good old TJ.
Konnichiwa, yo, so I going back in the rest video. Today, guys, we are doing another Fate video on any news channel. I know the setup is pretty weird on this video. I'm gonna try something new. I want to see how it is if I put like the green screen lily fully behind me. So that's why you see the green screen lily like fully all behind me. At least I'm trying to see if I like have it behind me. How would this do as far as like me trying to like edit through the green screen, see like how it puts me in the video and everything like that. So if anything, I know if I need to put it like probably gotta put it probably below her, because like I can see like it's like still some opening right here, but I think I might need to like, you know, put a little bit more up or something like that. Like probably like, yeah, probably like here, like probably like right here would be cool, something like that. But anyway, guys, this video is called Fate Apocrypha MORDRED Saber of Red Explained. Like I said, it's from any news channel. The link will be in the description box down below, like it's always been for all the rest of the any news videos we've done. So I'm just trying to do fate by fate, piece by piece, one by one on this playlist that he has. So I'm just going all the way all through it. So yeah, guys. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So play.
It's been a while since my last Fate Apocrypha video, and quite a few of you have been asking for more, so I figured now would be a good time to move on to the next servant on my list. For some reason, not many people were interested in Ruler. I don't know why, since she's literally a saint, but I figured I'd try my luck with the next best girl, Mordred, otherwise known as the Saber of Red.
Mordred.
I was gonna combine her episode with the Saber of Black's episode, but I think her character is important enough to warrant her own video. So, just as I did in my other video explaining Ruler, which you should probably go watch by the way if you haven't, I'm going to talk about who Mordred is, what her past was, and what her abilities and noble phantasm are. Let's get started then. But before we talk about Mordred herself, I want to quickly go over the Saber class in general, since some of you guys may be a little bit new to the Fate universe. Out of these 7 servants, there are 3 of them that are classified as knights based on their weapon. Saber is the Knight of the Sword and is widely considered to be the most powerful of these 7 servants because of their top performance
makes
in the
sense.
Holy Grail Wars. There are also very
Sabers have always been
that must
like
be
the
met
strongest
in order
ones
to
with the
be
sword.
Saber class heroic spirit. Want a good example of who would be considered a good Saber class? Try Jon Snow. I'm pretty sure that if he was in the Fate universe, he'd be a top candidate. Anyway, the conditions that must be met to become Saber are to have a
was
legend
that
based around you
Game
as
of
the Knight
Thrones?
the
Yeah.
Sword, and have top skill ratings in all abilities except for magic. Though not proficient in the use of magic, the Saber class generally has a very high magic resistance.
Like I say, guys, let me know about some of the like and everything on this video. Let me know if you like this newer setup or you want me to go back to the old setup.
Get in touch with HBO and make it happen, please. Like, he's perfect for this show. Now we can talk about Mordred. Her past wasn't really demonstrated very well in the anime, and her origins are a little bit more complex than you may think. So there were a lot of questions left unanswered after her whole flashback scene. I doubt they'll show us any more, but in case they do, I guess I'm sorry for ruining it. But from what we did see, there's King Arthur, her sister, Morgan Le Fay, and Mordred. A nice little dysfunctional family, with Mordred being the unwanted child and Morgan and King Arthur being the parents. You think I'm joking when I say that they're the parents, but they actually are. King Arthur, the Saber that we know from Fate Zero, is legitimately the father and Morgan is the actual mother. This is some Game of Thrones level incest that I'm throwing at you, but Mordred was born from Morgan Le Fay using King Arthur's DNA. Now you're probably more confused than before because that's not even physically possible.
Nani?
Well, just know that there was some magic involved and Mordred is a homunculus born from that magic. Anyway,
so she's like sick?
Since she was
in
a
a way?
homunculus, her rate of growth was much faster than a normal human. And during her growth, Morgan repeatedly told her that it was her right to inherit the throne from her father. But until that point, she was supposed to just obey the king's order until told otherwise. So Mordred admired the king and aspired to be a proper successor to the throne. She even became a Knight of the Round Table. But when the time had finally come to reveal herself as the king's daughter, Mordred was disregarded by Arthur and completely rejected as the rightful heir. This ended up escalating into the war that we saw because the Round Table became split into those who would follow the king or rebel against her with Mordred. And as we saw in the
That's why she got so much hatred.
Arthur being the last ones in the battlefield, Mordred gets killed by her father, all while learning that she didn't receive the throne simply because she just wasn't fit to be the king. It's a pretty tragic backstory, but I guess most of the servants have one since they wouldn't be fighting in the Holy Grail War if they didn't have their regrets. Now for her abilities. They're pretty standard for the Saber class, a big magic attack like Excalibur and a well-known sword to perform it. But just like Saber's sword from Fate Zero was concealed to hide her identity, Mordred's helmet is a part of her noble phantasm that conceals her true name and abilities. It's called the Helm of Hidden Infidelity, the Secret of Pedigree. A fairly suiting name for this character, I suppose, and it's a magical helmet given to her by her mother, Morgan. It has the ability to hide information like name, skill, abilities, and even gender from anyone, including her own master. Her identity is only revealed when her helmet is taken off, while her armor is still on, meaning that if she were wearing regular clothing, her identity would still be hidden from anyone else. The only way that the concealment would break while with regular clothing is if she was to hold her weapon. It's a fairly interesting set of armor that has a lot of conditions, but seems pretty useful for maintaining this important information secret.
Okay.
Mordred also has a sword called Clarent, and it was stolen from King Arthur's armory during the rebellion. Since the sword was
They
stolen,
should jack
it's
the
not
father,
nearly as
basically?
strong as it should
Dang.
be because it's supposed to amplify the authority of the king. But Mordred was never declared king or even successor, so Clarent's potential as a weapon is a lot more than what we actually see. However, the sword can be used to amplify Mordred's anti-armor.
You said she being a
which is
king, but
essentially the
ain't she
same
a girl,
concept
so would
as
she be
Arthur's
queen?
Excalibur noble phantasm.
And would she be queen? Or am
By
I just
combining her
tripping?
magical energy with her sword, she can instantly release a giant magical attack as we saw in episode 1. It's called Clarent Blood Armor, Rebellion Against My Beautiful Father. And the sword basically channels all of Mordred's hatred toward Arthur, amplifies it, then expels it as red lightning. Mordred does not need to constantly have feelings of hatred to use the attack. She can use it regardless of emotion during the Holy Grail War. The only condition for using it is that her helmet must first be released before activation. So other than superior swordsmanship and a very aggressive battle style, Mordred also possesses Mana Burst, which is basically a release of built-up magical energy in the body to perform a move of great speed or strength. It's pretty much what happens when Deku uses One For All. But that's pretty much all I've got for you on Fate Apocrypha's Saber of Red. It only took about 7 episodes with the show.
Alright, well, Saber Red Mandred. Yeah. So, Mother Morgan, father King Arthur, but she died by her father in battle, and which looked like Saber. Just freaking weird, but you know, whatever the case may be. Like I say, guys, like, share, subscribe on the video. Hit the bell notification. Make sure you click all YouTube notifications and channel notifications. Like I said, this video is brought to us by Any News. I'm going to leaving the link in the description down below, so you guys can go and check him out. He has a lot of more great anime content, you know, anime lore content. So yeah, without further ado, guys, I will be getting out. We'll try to get this video out to you guys by 12, hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, we'll talk about. Peace.